That is a mouthful versus SD, just SD. They are some monkeys, that's for sure, as you can see from their team logo. But, you know, they have made it this far. They haven't lost a single game. Neither team has yet. That will change today as we are onto the map bans, which are completed, as Lotus is the map that will be picked. I believe it will be Zentrix Nexus. That is, wow, that is a mouthful, on the attacker side. So being able to go for those more aggressive plays at the start of this map. I believe it is a best of one. Yes, it is a best of one. So that means whichever team loses this goes to the lower bracket, which of course is a tougher time in their tournament life. And the team who wins continues on to the upper bracket, which they will battle their way to the upper bracket finals, hopefully. But it'll be one team to come out on top as we go into our agent select. Normally on Lotus, both teams usually like to go for this Vise pick. Such a strong Sentinel, especially on the C site, able to prevent those fast pushes just because it's generally a vulnerable site with not too many power positions to hold for the defenders. So both teams looking to lock it in. Yep, Fade also a very common pick in this map. You know, a scan initiator allows you to get so much information, and the ultimate has so much value on these relatively small sites. Yeah, the Raze also the duelist that is normally paired alongside the Fade just for the tether nade combo, especially on A main on the defense. That's where defenders usually like to throw it. And the Omen, you know, the standard controller, but it really does come down to the last pick. Like, what do both teams want to go for? Do they want to go for a secondary duelist? Do they want to go for another Sentinel? Sometimes we see teams run double initiators, but we'll have to see in this one. As will be a double controller locked in for Zentrix Nexus. So very interesting composition. Usually don't see the Viper too much on this map, but it must have a game plan, as it will just be a standard Phoenix comp from SD. So nothing too crazy coming out from them, but definitely you don't usually see the Viper, that's for sure. So we are into game. We see we'll have to see how well both teams are able to navigate these many sites. How well can SD manage these rotations? How well can Zentrix Nexus exert their pressure on the map?
There.
A little bit of pressure coming out, early pressure from the defenders on this A site, trying to spot out any attackers looking up here, but majority of the push is coming down on the C site. A little bit of trouble here, gets hit by the tether, I believe, but the wall goes off, means that the attackers will be blocked off for now. This Vise is in a very precarious position, chooses to stay on the side as well, wants to fight for this position. A good call by him, but on the other side of the map, you see a kill coming down. Taechon now getting shot at by 4 members of the attacker side. But with 1 member down for the defense, becomes a lot scarier if these attackers choose to rotate, which it seems as though they will. And those seems as though they want to go for an A hit with the Viper Wall, making it that much easier for them to get into this tree as well. Opening up tree now, 3, really 4 members going in, rushing the side. They want to get this bomb down fast, but Rising is here. Maybe he's able to find something, doesn't find any contact initially, but it's Susie to find the 3 on the side with the classic. Hasn't even died yet. So great set of kills by him. Now, the two members of the attackers are trying to even out this kill lead, but the flash doesn't connect onto any members that you would like it to. It's only a Muck who's remaining in this round. 13 seconds remain, and not enough HP to do the job. We'll have to see if he's able to convert it. Swings into Marie, but it's just not enough. So the lower seed, the 22nd seed, takes the first round win. You know, Zentrix are the 6th seed, so you would definitely expect them to come out with a bang in this one. They did find the first pick of the round, but they were unable to convert it to anything after that. Some more A pressure coming out early from these defenders, not finding anything. A great angle on that Fade Eye, just providing so much perspective onto how much it can see, as Rising finds a good headshot onto 2 members of Zentrix. Will be able to find any more is the question, though. Spamming through smoke, doesn't find anything just yet, but the raised Boombot is doing such a good job of controlling the area around the site. But it seems like Zentrix wants to push into the smoke, and push into the smoke they do, but Marie is there to meet them with the Bulldog, mowing down 3 of them, and Rising finds the last 2. Another round win for SD on this defense. Looking absolutely phenomenal with these side holds. Zentrix, though, now does have the guns to really work with their plans, but we'll have to see if they're able to use them. The I-nade combo coming out A. You don't want to commit to the tether just yet, just since it's such an important tool on this map. More early C pressure, though, coming from Zentrix. Let's see if they're able to do anything with it. They've taken all the way up to a mound. As BB Daddy lurking up on B, gets the first pick onto Susie. That's no smokes for the rest of the round for SD. Which could be a bad sign for them. Trips the wall, but there's no one there. Jiggles it right out. Shadow's trying to look for any picks that he can, but seems like Zentrix just want to back off for now. Brandon jump spotting, finding the information that he needs, and chooses to back off. Only has a Marshall. The SD are not budging on these site rotations. Leaving this Vise here. As now contact is coming down onto C. Tachon finding the first one and shoots the eye with the last bullet in his gun. Will it be enough, though? Is he able to hold this site? Backup is on the way, but will it be fast enough? The Phoenix Wall comes out. Full blind onto the site, though. Super Flying Cow burning down with the molly. Another Phoenix Flash is about to come. The smoke means that it'll have to wait. Rising looking for a kill here. Tachon swinging out, but it is a little bit untimely. Bad crosshair placement as well. Spike will be able to go down on site, and Rising just gunned down. Walked into a little bit of a bad scenario there. There are only 2 members of SD left on this retake. Are you looking for something with the Bulldog? He's been absolutely insane on this gun before. Finds the first one, but he's being swung out by 2 members there to meet them. Brandon only has a Marshall in his pocket. What will he be able to do with that gun? Comes the question here. 3 members of Zentrix remain.
1 enemy remains.
Pick up the remaining kills with our gun advantage. And a pretty good force from them. Able to pick up the round, only losing 2 members. But it's not completely out for SD. You know, they have shown us some great rounds in the past. The first 2 absolutely phenomenal. As we are being taken on a journey here towards the C, which these attackers have loved so far. What I'd really like to see from SD is taking a little bit more aggressive pressure B main. We saw it a little bit last round, but Susie just got absolutely obliterated. Brandon trying to take aggressive A. Prowler does come down, and it does hit a Muck, so should have the information that someone is there. Uses the second Prowler yet again, but nothing too much will come out of that. Although the pressure is stunted for now. And usually, if you see a lot of enemies on one site, you choose not to go there. But in this case, it seems like Zentrix want to hit A. Now that they know that many members SD are here, at least one. But with no utility left, SD are left in a little bit of a bad scenario. Zamuk finds the first. Able to take a lot of pressure up A, but chooses not to. Choose to go for the fake pressure as rotations are coming out from the defender side, but this Vise might be able to find a pick here. Oh. Isn't able to find anything just yet. The information is there. The A hit is no longer. SD are completely rotated off the site. As, the Visewall does block off the spike, so will be delayed for a little bit longer. As there is still a Lurk A, and the Lurk A gets a kill. This means that Zentrix will be at a main advantage in this round, but Tachon is able to see the gun of Super Flying Super Cow rather. Doesn't matter in the end. He still finds the kill. Susie being swung out by 3 members of Zentrix, using their man advantage so well. And only 1 member of SD remains. Does have a Vandal, but not much else. Trying to work up Waterfall. Will he be able to find anything? Spike is ticking down. It should just be done and dusted for him in this one. The question will be if he's able to find any kills, and the answer will be no. Zentrix looking pretty sharp on those last 2 rounds. The fake hit A caused many members of SD to rotate off the C site. You know, we talked about it before the game started, you know, how well are SD going to be able to manage these rotations. It seems like they're getting a little bit baited in this one, as a light buy is coming out from them. Only bandits and sheriffs on the side of the defenders. So if they're able to win this one, it will bode very well for their coming rounds, but all starts with this, as the tether comes out, doesn't hit onto anyone. Zentrix playing very disciplined. The eye will be held for now, though. Bandit doesn't want to his util waste. But overall, somewhat of a default from Zentrix, not wanting to put their eggs, too many of their eggs in one basket. As they do love these defaults. Tyler comes out, will spot out Brandon, but crucially not the player on this raise, as that is a dead Phoenix on your screen. The gun advantage, as well as the mispositioning, means that he will just die to the Vandal. Susie might be met with 2 members of Zentrix here if they choose to play it right. Oh, Jiggling does spot Susie, but will it be enough for a kill is the question. Answer seems to be no for now, as so much util is being used to clear out this buys. Only has a Sheriff in her pocket. Will she be able to do anything out of it, as the Viper Molly is the one to get her in the end. Oh, Daddy knows that Susie is here, but Susie, with the great share of shots, means that she's able to pick up a Vandal as well. So this round has become a lot more doable with the gun advantage. Or rather, gun quality, as there's it being put to use right there. Using the Paranoia now, trying to get any advantage, but the teleport away means that we have to be stunted for now. Both members of SD are doubled up with each other. You have to make inferences on where each member is. But the ultimate in and the double satchel means that absolutely nothing will come of it. I thought there was going to be a little bit more, but didn't even get to fire the gun. Amok playing a little bit of an off angle there. Getting the final kill. Final kills, plural. Now, though, seems to finally be a maybe more aggressive A hit, but it seems as though Zentrix want to stay disciplined. This Viper Wall doing a lot for this A main pressure, though. As the Raze ultimate comes out, trying to clear out the player in the corner. Doesn't do that just yet. As it allows for a trade on the side of SD as well. Susie finding one B main. She's been looking for that one for a while. Finally finds the kill onto the Lurk. Now SD are the ones with the main advantage.
Toxin screen down.
They don't want to be baited by the rotates too much, so they will be sticking to their guns here, just playing the information game. Zentrix being very quiet on this B main walk-up. The hits starting to come out onto B. The smoke is here. Susie's the only one on the site, does have the paranoia, but the counter paranoia, she will be the first to fall in this round. Viper's Pit coming out as well means this round is so much harder. But with the Phoenix ultimate on the side of SD, gives them a way back into this game and into this round. Shadows falling extremely low here onto the fire of two members. Rising will be caught out though, so no Phoenix ultimate to clear out that Viper's Pit. This Omen will find the next. Full flashed by her own Phoenix. Rising will have to make use of his util here. Should see the gun pointing out and finds the kill as well. Only a pixel of the gun was seen. And Amok using the molly, trying to deny the defusal for so much longer. But it is this Phoenix to get so much damage down. And Shadows is so low. The fire means that he will burn down if he steps even a foot into it, but does he have enough time for the defuse? The answer is yes! 0.21 seconds and finds the kill in the end. It is Rising to find the round for his team. SD get the game scored to 3-3. What a round from Rising. It all started when he got the kill on the Omen in the Viper's Pit, seeing that little sliver of the gun and the confidence to know that since this raise was low, he can throw the fire and go for the defuse, which he got in the nick of time. There's the C hit that has been fabled though. John only has a sheriff in the pocket yet again. Does have a good amount of utility. Uses the thorns to slow down any advances as the raised nade comes out. Shadows trying to trip the wall, is able to do so. So won't have that tool. But it seems like they want to stick around at least for now. They do love their rotates. Zentrix trying to break all the util before they explode onto site. The Fate Ultimate coming out doesn't spot anyone because there is no one there. Dichan looking for any damage, only finds a body shot with the Sheriff. So Zentrix are able to make their way onto site, but there are two players in Waterfall to fight them. Paranoia comes out, means that the one with the Vandal will have to back off for now. Shadows looking for something else here, but the Phoenix Slash means that it'll have to wait. Doubled up here, SD are looking for a fight, and a fight they will get, but the one-way means that they will ultimately lose. Flying Super Cow will be immediately traded, though, as soon as he finds a second with the Sheriff. Gun differential means absolutely nothing when the Vice Ultimate comes out as well. Zuzi swinging it out, is able to use the Sheriff to find her third of the round. Immediately traded, though. Makes it a 1-versus-1 scenario. Brandon does have the Fade Eye. And ZCT does not use it to clear out the site, but that's not really where you want to clear out here. It's planted for a mound. Once you tap the bomb, you're just going to get swung on and die if you aren't able to win the gunfight. Sticking it for now. Might want to get to half before he swings. Gets off of it, but has absolutely no idea where ZCT is playing. It's a round win for Zentrix Nexus. Fade Eye is so good every round, basically ignoring the early Viper wall, getting that info on an early A hit, but every single round Zentrix seem to go for the C pressure, and when they don't, it's definitely not a fast A, so won't have too much value here. Similar to last round though, chipping the wall early, but now opening the good door and looking to go into B. Smoke means that no information will be able to be gained just yet, as Zentrix are a little bit split across the map here. Oh, Amok. Here's a player walking up, getting the ult orb. Marie is just dead to swing out. Pressure towards A means that Zentrix wants to make their hit towards there. Oh, but Brandon looking for a kill onto Amok, isn't able to find it, just crouch spraying into oblivion. Susie very conscious of the fact that there could be a lurk, as there has been one every single round so far. Spies is playing very disciplined here, not wanting to give away his position. Here's the rotations coming through, but won't act just yet, wanting to make sure that he is safe before he enacts his sleeper agent. But Amok falling extremely low here. Regen shield won't help you there. As now the rest of SD looks to go onto the side. The Vice ultimate is coming out. Rising get the first kill of the hit. King's ultimate so useful in these retakes. Susie will find the next. It's now a 2v2 scenario, but camping the respawn is Shadows. 1 versus 2 scenario. Does have a smoke, but that's about it. 3 teleports in total. Smokes herself with the Race ultimate coming out means that might be a little bit of trouble. Swings out and absolutely one-taps Shadows. Could be a very bad situation for PP Daddy here. As Susie sticking the defuse ultimately gets it. Gets the kill as well. Sticking defuses has been the name of the game here for SD. It's their second round win in a seemingly impossible clutch scenario. The kill on the Raze ultimate was so essential. Resulted in another round win for SD in a very back and forth game. More early C pressure. It seems like we have this every single round. I'm looking for something, but will only find damage to herself. Rising maybe looking for an early kill here. Oh my, immediately one taps the Vi, so he will be able to find a gun as well. As the Guardian looking for maybe even a flank angle, but wants to play safe, doesn't want to risk it for a biscuit, wants to cover his flank as well. Spots out one member of Zentrix here. Full flash, isn't able to find the kill and gets gunned down by Shadows. Even though he's able to find the gun, was not able to find the kill in the end. But SD fighting back, finding picks across the board. Only 2 members of Zentrix remain, and they do have the spike in their hands. Marie picking up the gun, but ultimately is somehow dies there. Even though she did have her teammate there. Susie, oh, great flick by her. And oh my god, the double kill from Susie, securing her team the rounds. Absolutely diabolical. Great gunplay. My goodness. Might be a clip right there. Now, there seems to be some B pressure coming out from Zentrix. So, 4-man slow walk up B. But Susie has been very good at identifying these lurks, but to be able to identify the push is the question. Rising dodging away from the raised grenade. Wants to throw out the util to stunt the push, but he's just going to get swung out here. The stinger. So Rising will fall. Susie able to find 2 kills off the back end of it, though. Is forced to reload, and the satchel on top of her means that she will just die. The close range guns of Zentrix and their game plan absolutely unbreakable in this one. It's only up to Marie. Does hear the plant going down onto C, but wants to find a kill first. Should have the information on someone as Shadows gets caught out by the lurking member of SD. Now will they be able to find the next is the question. Amok walking with the knife out. A very scary scenario. Marie might just be walking to their ultimate demise.
I can't make this easier for
It's a save round from Zentrix. Or a half by slow paced rounds are not in their vocabulary anymore. They are turning up the pace on this game. You know, we never really saw them go for those fast-paced hits until that round. They did it so flawlessly with their guns, so really tells you that they are able to do both. They are not a one-dimensional team. The question becomes, can SD respond to these fast pushes? So we won't find out just yet. Zentrix going for a little bit of a slow hit again. John should know by now. Zentrix are here. There's some members. The Fade ultimate comes out. Will flush out the spies. Race ultimate comes down. Gets a kill onto Rising, who was Waterfall. Finds the second as well onto the side player. Means that SD are in a very scary scenario. Do have 3 ultimates to work with. Brandon dodging from the paranoia, gets the first kill in the rat spot, but taken down extremely low. That Shadows will be able to find the next as Marie, the next to die. An ace on the cards for Shadow. Will he be able to find it? We'll find out right now. BB Daddy spotting out the last player as Shadows finds his ace. 5 beautiful kills, tactical kills from Shadows.
Last round
Bring his
in
team
the
to a
half.
1 rounds lead just before the end of the half.
Gun here. Now we win.
Tricks now looking to go for a little bit of an A play. They haven't gone for a fast A this whole game. A little change now. But SD are incessant with this early pressure. I immediately shot though. So should alert SD to their presence here. Now 5 members of Zentrix are stacked up on the site. No ultimates on the board for them to work with though. As SD are strangely rotating over towards C. They're a little bit confused here on where the pressure is coming from. Should know by now though. Again, they do have a fair amount of ultimates to work with on the defender side. If they're able to make use of it, that's the first one. Zentrix force out of their tree, which is basically their entire game plan here with the Viper wall. Though, Rising taking control of long, but doesn't want to risk it too much. Just wants to play for a little bit of information here, as SD are playing very, very disciplined. Not wanting to over-rotate too much. Fade Prowler immediate will be popped though, so we'll get the information. They are there. That will come out yet again, instantly shot, so should alert. I see that something fishy is going on, but not wanting to over-rotate. They saw what happened before when they did that. Susie, so disciplined on the spot though, finds the first, isn't able to convert the second though. But crucial information was found from that pick. Rising, finding the kill onto ECT there, but ticking down extremely low. Only 10 seconds left in the round.
10
The
seconds
plant
left.
will ultimately go down. Rising trying to play aggressive here, immediately flashes out, but Shadows somehow dodges away and gets the kill anyway. It comes out yet again, and this time you have no Rising. But might not matter as the Raze is here. Hasn't fired it just yet though. Unluck finding the kill onto Chaiton, so this round has gone extremely harder. Brandon will be gunned down by the Shorty as well. And Zentrix march their way towards a 7-5 half.
Switching sides. Now we win. Rip and tear.
Now using their Vise to go onto the A site. So pretty unusual setup here from Zentrix, but we'll have to see if they're able to do anything with it. As the pressure comes down onto C, the Tether Nade combo is here though. CT wanting to spot out how many players are here. Is able to do so, but Susie swinging through door is able to find 3 before he dies. Only with the classics well. Insane performance all game long. 20 and 10 with Omen, 2.0 KD. Now trying to make sense of this round as the hit is coming down towards B. Only 1 member is lost. But it is one of their best. Window on the lurk could be swinging into his demise, but on a little bit of a timing there. Tachon swinging out at an inopportune
Last player
moment.
standing.
As Murray finds what could be the second to last kill of the round. But nevertheless, another one goes down. This Omen is extremely low. Uses the smoke, trying to lurk in it, but uses the time to reload instead of re-swing. Rising, holding diligently here. As Murray will find the final kill of the round to make the score 6-7 in favor of the defenders. A lot of early B pressure coming out here from Zentrix. They want to take the space in the shortest part of the map. But SD nevertheless going towards this A site. This Vise could be a little bit hard to break though. The wall is immediately tripped, so SD know what is up as they look to make their way onto B, but a 4-man flank from Zentrix could be the difference. 3 of them going over the wall though. This could catch SD off guard. This is a pretty fast flank, but this Vise is immediately dead on sight, which means that Zentrix might be in a little bit of a rough scenario here as SD have full control over the site. Susie very wary about this tree swing. Does have a Bulldog though to Classics. Paranoia comes out, which means that she might be a little bit of trouble here. Is able to swing out onto 3. Only finds the first though, as Super Flying Cow finds the next. So many kills coming down for Zentrix here with only Classics. Want to find the next as Zentrix have somehow come back in this round. 4-man flanking onto the A site. Thrifty round. Amazing round from them. Great game knowledge to know that since the Vise wall doesn't alert you to how many players there are or any information other than that the wall was tripped, they use that to their advantage and send 3 members over the wall at once, exploiting the weaknesses in Vise's kit. SD looking to make their way up towards B. This breakable door was immediately broken though, so Zentrix will be able to make fast rotations here if they so desire. Amok holding a pretty tight angle. A bit less tight now, swinging out a little bit, trying to find any information, and does just that. Is getting gunned down though, so does get the molly off before she dies. Will it be enough to secure the round? This Super Flying Cow is caught in this corner, doesn't want to give away his position just yet. As the hit seems to be going down towards C, but the remainder of that hit is relatively small as Rising gets the information that 1 player at least is on the site.
1 enemy remaining.
So will be shot down in the end. There's only Susie left to clean up the round, finds the first. Will not be able to find any more than that. Score going 6-9 again in favor of these defenders. Wonderful last 2 rounds from them, able to come back from the loss on the pistol. They did in the last half too, but you know, it's really up to SD to show us something right here. It's a gun round for both teams, so this is when teams start really playing the game. Now Zentrix rotating their Vise over towards the C, wanting to switch it up, wanting to keep SD on their toes. Susie, though, on a little bit of an off position here. I don't think they expect her to be here. Disciplined very much so, but maybe not enough. She's immediately traded off. Now SD in a little bit of a pickle here. Seems like they want to rotate their spike over towards C. But there's both a Vise and a Viper on the side. I'm not sure that's exactly where you want to be pushing. Raised could be really good, though. In a perfect position, flushes out this Vise. But will it result in a kill? Yes, it will. Marie finally finding it. Muck will have to run off of the site. Relatively free for SD. Using a lot of util here though, so they won't have too much for the post plant. Planting it in the corner as well means that they'll lose too many men. It could be extremely hard for them to get the spike. Spamming coming down. Zentrix wanting to turn this round around, but trading 1-for-1 is not how you do that. And losing 1-for-0 is not how you do that either. SD takes the round. Getting the bomb down was so crucial, forcing Zentrix to push into you. No funny business going on there. Early fighting coming out on this A site. So the grenade catches SD a little bit off guard, and the Odin spam is pretty deadly, especially if you're in that smoke, but Since no members of SD are, they will walk away unharmed. One thing I've noticed in this game is just how well both teams are able to manipulate the map. As I say that, pretty fast-sighted comes down. Buys ultimate with it, but the wall is not trapped. It's not tripped. So, won't be able to continue that hit as this is a dead fade on B site. Not going too well for SD at all. Just expended a crucial ultimate and didn't really get anything out of it. Be a battle of devices here. One of them is significantly lower than the other. But SD are in a little bit of a rough place right now.
30 seconds left.
As I'm trying to get more pressure onto this B site, but using both of his abilities, but will anything come of it? Doesn't seem as though it will. Rotation onto the A side, but walking into an Odin with only 15 seconds left. CCT finding the first two, not able to find the third. But with only 5 seconds left in the round, not enough time to plant. Suzy just wanting to find some kills, but they won't be able to find even that. Yet another round win for Zentrix Nexus. SD will have to pick it up soon if they want a chance in this game. Remember, it's only a best of one. So whoever loses this game is going to the lower bracket. So much pressure on this A main, though. Suzy might be flushed out here. Ray's ultimate goes wide. Shadows wanting to fully flush out this lobby space. The majority of the hit is coming down towards C. Ray has already made her way on towards this side, though. Could be disastrous for Zentrix if their side player dies. Fatal ultimate comes out. Spots out 3, though. ZCT immediately swinging into his death as Rising finds the next, but Amok is there to trade. Finds 2 members of SD in a pivotal moment in the round. Now Suzy trying to turn it around. Immediately gets the kill onto Shadows. Will it be enough? Should be able to pick up the gun as well. 1 versus 2 scenario does have the Omen ultimate as well. If they do desire to grab the spike, and it seems that's exactly what they want to do. Remember, with the Omen ultimate, you can teleport onto the spike and grab it, which we will be seeing in just a moment.
30 seconds left.
Of course, Suzy is extremely paranoid about there being any players onto this A, but grabs a spike and makes her way towards A. Members of Zentrix a little bit lost here. They were fully expecting Suzy to have to run into the site and grab it. But now Suzy with a comfortable post-plant scenario. It's exactly where she wants to be. Amok trying to clear out all the angles. This is a very scary site to retake. Smoke comes down as well. Suzy finds the first. Only 1 member of Zentrix remains. Will she find it? No! 1 HP. Amok finding the round. Looking at the body of Suzy. Little bit of BM there. What was such a close and such a clutch round. Very rough for the side of SD. Now though, SD wanting to change it up. Working slowly towards this B side. They do have the Fatal ultimate to flush out anyone who is here.
Face your fear!
Prepping The Molly doesn't want to use it, but the Phoenix ultimate is here, so might just be in a little bit of trouble here. Rising, flashing out, but will not be able to find anything. Razenade doing more than he did, as the spam from ZCT is so good. Ultimately, off the back end, since the Phoenix ultimate was used, will be a man advantage for SD in the end. Now wanting to make their way onto this A site. Very scary for ZCT, especially since he's in this specific scenario. He's at a little bit of a gun disadvantage. Will it matter in the end? No, it won't. The wallbang capability of the Odin means that the man advantage is even in this one. Amok does have the Viper's Pit as well if he desires to use it.
Spike planted.
This is an important round, everyone. Susie, again, in an off-angle scenario, wanting to use the smoke. Provide a little bit more pressure, as Brandon will be the first to fall. Immediately traded, but Susie may be able to find something. CCT has the Odin. See if she knows. Let's see. The fuse is going down, tries to spam. Will it be enough, though? Susie not able to find it. The spike was planted in such a way that you can't even wallbang it. A small mistake in the plant spot costs SD the round. And it puts Zentrix Nexus on match point. Although lots of early A pressure coming out from both teams. It seems to be Zentrix who's coming out on top for now. Shells will find the second kill as well as the Odin spam means that SD will pay a hefty price for this. 2 men down in what is match point in our upper round 3 qualifiers. I said that right? Upper round 3? I think I said that right. Things are coming down from Zentrix onto this A main. I think they're a little bit skeptical if SD are here or not. Tyler comes out trying to spot out any defenders that are remaining, but with no one spotted, might lure them into a little bit of false sense of security here. Paranoia is prepped for Shadows to swing out. SD are a little bit doubled up here. Ubot is shot now. It seems as though Zentrix want to explode. No, just a little bit of scare tactics coming on. 40 seconds are left in the round. That is ample time for plays to happen. Seems the play they're going for is on towards B. There is immense amount of Vi's util on the site. And on the C, there's a Viper's Pit. So very scary for anyone pushing on the site. ZTT was not cleared out in this one, as Amok will immediately find the trade onto the Vi's who just popped the ultimate. 15 seconds left, and what could be the last round. Tatron fighting for his life. But in the end, it is Zentrix Nexus to take a 13-7 victory. Overall, great job on both halves by this team. A little bit shaky on the attacking half, but definitely pulled it out in the end. Of course, credit where credit is due. Susie had an absolutely wonderful game. But like any time he was on our screen, he was absolutely frying. Anytime he was in a clutch scenario, you can count on him, except the one that matters. Yep, so in the end, that means that Zentrix Nexus will be the ones to move on, which is not exactly something we didn't expect, as they are the 6th seed. But SD will move on in the lower bracket, so their overall score goes to 2-1, and Zentrix goes to 2-0. So their next game should be just shortly, but that will not be here. That will be elsewhere. But we do have more games for you after this one. I believe one more game. So be sure to stick around. But until then, we'll have to send you to a quick break. Hello everyone, welcome back to our Giblet Gauntlet. We just saw, I believe it was Zentrix Nexus take down SD, and now we have Gardettos versus Gold 2. Game to G2. Let's see if they're able to hold up to the hype. As we are into map ends, should be completed in just a moment. Gardettos, I believe they are a Canadian snack brand. Chips of some sort. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not Canadian. As we see that Ascent is the map pick, and I believe it is G2 to select defenders. I believe it's attacker side. So G2, I believe, will be attacking first, and yeah, should be a good game. Ascent is always such a fun map to watch. Such a tactical map. It really is the staple map of Valorant. And hopefully we will get into Agent Select just shortly. As we are underway, and this is a fairly important match. This is the upper quarterfinals. Somehow this is only a best of one. Don't ask me, I don't make the format, but it's going to be a great game nonetheless. We have the 4th seed going up against the 12th seed, and on a map like Ascent, it's usually the better team that wins. You know, it's usually like that in any game of Valorant, but especially on this map, such a tactical map, the tactics have surely been fleshed out over time. We got KO, staple pick. Of course, Sova is basically the must-have character on this map. Feels like you always need a Sova no matter what comp you're running. As the Killjoy is the standard Sentinel as well, so pretty standard comp coming out from the defender side. Usually, you don't see the Cypher too much anymore just because of the, I would like to say recent, but not so recent nerfs to his kit. So Cypher is being hovered for now though, so we'll have to see if it is going to come out. A little bit unsure, wanting to save that pick for last. Want to see if they opt for something else, but no, it will be the Cypher to be locked in, as well as the Phoenix coming out. You know, Phoenix is such a great character on this map. The Molly, the Wall, the Flash, and the Ultimate have so much value in so many different situations. But of course, the Raze does as well, although a little bit less so in comparison to other maps, but probably just comfort for Pal. Deados. Not sponsored. 2. So we get a great aerial shot with the entire G2 team making their way towards this A site. You have a Cypher trip for both flanks, both the extremely long one as well as the short one. As Mr. Rice himself wanting to contest a little bit of aiming control, but the immediate Phoenix flash means it will be backed away for now. Sly trying to play extremely aggressive here, but many members of Gardettos are here. Racing coming out will get a big chunk onto Dre. Not exactly how you want to start this round. Gardettos very, very disciplined on these site rotations. Saw it in the last game too, but it was the less disciplined team who won last time, so we'll have to see if it's the same in this one. WX wanting to swing out to mid. Not finding anything. Sly walking up on catwalk, playing extremely aggressive here. Doesn't have any flashes. Spot out this jet. Swinging onto MWX, but it will be him to take the kill. Will be able to find the second. He will with the help of his teammate. As the site explosion is coming out finally now onto site, but it might be a little bit too late. As MWX somehow finding a 4K. Getting the first 2 kills in tree and then on the site hit. He has the immortal buddy on his sheriff for a reason. Gardelos with a very strong start. Another A hit though coming out. No trips for the flank on this time, so a little bit more exposed. But Rice holding this angle. Noise smoke is here, so Gardelos wants to play off of it, but it does work, of course, more well towards the side of the defenders. Phoenix Flash coming out, trying to spot out anyone here, and it does spot out Mr. Rice. The same nade will get Donkey this time. It's G2. A pretty perilous scenario here, as there's the first kill coming down. MWX with the Outlaw, his 5th of the game, and it's only yet the 2nd round. Mini Kai getting the kill with the Sheriff, and Stray will fall to the Boobot in the end. Donkey, though, finding a kill with the Classic as well, so giving his team a little bit of hope, but that is a dart that doesn't skin much, but didn't end up mattering. In the end, Gardelos with a 2-round lead after winning the pistol, as well as the Force, but you're kind of expected to win the Force, of course. With this Outlaw. Was only able to find 1 last round, but peeking out onto Cat, he might be able to find more. Smoke comes down though, so won't be able to spot out anyone just yet. Spotted the Cypher Cam, but immediately swung on as he goes to shoot it. Pops a dash and isn't able to connect, so he's at a little bit of a disadvantage, but the Bucky taken down by the Spectre of this Jet. WX holding out for the swing and finds a kill onto Kai. No heavy shields means that only a body shot will do as he pops the knives. Trying to find a kill, but he isn't able to find anything just yet. White Tiger finding the next of the round. As only 2 members of G2 remain. This was supposed to be their gun round. We're supposed to win this round always. But Virus, for some reason, only has a Spectre in his pocket, as I believe he avoids vision of the drones. Bomb is in mid. Donkey finding a kill, though, on the flank. This could be crucial if they want to way back into this round. But White Tiger trying to make it impossible by throwing out the smokes. Be very perilous if Donkey swings out here without any support from his teammates. G2 has to be very careful. Virus will make his position known now. There is a member. Gardelos holding it, but it won't end up mattering in the end. A whiff means that G2 has a chance in this round. White Tiger will find the last kill, though. Gardelos extend their lead to 3-0. G2 would have definitely liked to win that one. Of course, they do have the Phoenix ultimate, but in the end, without powerful guns, it is always harder. The economy of Gardelos looking absolutely phenomenal. Sly, though, finding a first pick with the Marshall. So, very promising start for G2 so far. Able to work their way up mid. Trying to spot out anyone playing on this B site. Doesn't find anyone close, so has the security to walk up a little bit. Sly maybe looking for a second of the round with the Marshall. It's MWX, a little bit of fighting coming on in this A main, but the hop away from the opposing Jet means that nothing else will come of it. Meanwhile, a pick coming out in tree. Virus looking to get some information on MWX here. I don't know if he spotted him. I believe he did now at this point. But he should know that he's here. Now, mid will be the source of a lot of fighting here. Donkey looking for something onto White Tiger. WX just playing very disciplined on this angle. Paranoia being held for just a moment. Will it come out is the question. Be very high value if it does. So I might be caught off guard here, but the Molly is coming at such a perfect time, but pushing through it as White Tiger finds the collateral headshot onto 2. Which means that his team is that much closer to winning the round. Their 4th of the game. Closing it out with the 4K. White Tiger going absolutely ballistic here. For an upper qualifier match, you would have assumed it would have been a little closer. But in this game, seems to be Gardettos who have run away with it a little bit. G2 needs to find their footing here if they want a chance. Opting for a B hit, which they have not tried yet, but of course this is the site with the Killjoy. Or at least the Killjoy setup. Smoke coming down onto Catwalk, trying to exert some pressure mid. Sly trying to get some chip damage. Isn't able to find anything too much. The alarm bot will be able to spot him out. Not just yet, though. It will be alerted to the position. Oh, Sly flashing out, trying to get as much space as he can, but MWX is standing still. Standing solid, he is. Sly holding another flash. This could be the end of MWX here as he's completely blinded. Uses the updraft to try to get away, but it will not be enough. Donkey finding the next round, but NATO on a great angle here. Gets the first kill. Isn't able to get rid of the second, though. As G2 are able to make their way towards this B site and get their first plant of the game. Made advantage as well. Gardettos down 1 again for the first time in this game.
Spike planted.
Spike is finally planted. White Tiger trying to do what he can, trying to pre-fire those common angles. Sly might be on a little bit of a timing here, as ducking underneath is able to find both of the kills in the end. A round win for G2. Talked about finding their footing, and find their footing they did. Working their way up mid, using the flashes from the Phoenix so effectively, and picking off the star duelist of Gardettos. Now though, switching it up a little bit, wanting to go for an A hit, but Sly immediately finding the kill onto this raise means that they will have a much easier time going onto the site, using the Phoenix ultimate as well to try to get as much space for his team as he can. Getting the kill onto MWX though, again, that's a star duelist gone. So that means that it will be a little harder for G2, but nothing that they can't handle.
Take flight.
Drone coming out, trying to spat out any remaining members of Gardettos in the top side. They are should be extremely scared. There was a paranoia from both sides coming out, hitting many members. Donkey, though, able to find the kill. Wallbang through the doors. There's only one member of Gardettos remaining. He's in these rafters, able to find good chip onto the Omen, but will it be enough is the question. Pretty good crossfire onto the Spike. He doesn't know that there is one member remaining. Hill. Oh, will he be able to find the kill? No, the crossfire is just too powerful in that one. Donkey surviving on 8 HP. That G2 will find their second round win of the half.
I need this.
Oh. I'll let that speak for itself. I don't think I need to say too much on that.
That goes there.
Similar A hit towards last round. Wanted to play in the one way thrown by, I believe, Gardettos. Would make sense for the defenders to throw that smoke. Pushing up extremely far. Virus isn't able to find the kill, but just dashes away. Gets out the boombot as well, which is immediately shot. Pushing out extremely far yet again. Virus getting a little bit spooked there, as the door is shot down, so will be an added level of rotations for Gardettos if they choose to do so. But G2 making their way towards mid. MWX might be a little bit of trouble here, but should be able to get out unscathed. He has so many safety tools, but the Phoenix Molly is the first to come out, bringing him down to 69 HP. Sly trying to find the trade for his teammate. There's no trade to be had. White Tiger prepping the paranoia ahead of this push as Sly falls in tree. Isn't able to find anything from it though as he falls on site. The only site player for Gardettos is dead. His plant should be coming down soon, but no. Not yet. Donkey has to find 2 before. There's only 2 remaining for Gardettos. This would be a great round for G2 to win though. It's all up to Donkey. Is spotted by the recon dart though. The wallbang was there in addition to NATO. So in the end, Gardettos will find the round win. Killjoy turret on this B is so powerful. Killjoy setup on this site is extremely powerful in general. Alarm bot in mid just shows you how much agency this character has over this map. A little bit of a split call here though. MWX contesting this pretty much every round, but taken down by the Marshal for the 2nd time in this game. Sly has been absolutely devious with this gun in this game. Now knives are popped for Virus as he looks for a kill onto White Tiger. Trying to clear out all his corners though. He might be a little bit scared. Whiffing the first 3, but finds the 4th. G2 in a great man advantage at this point. See if they're able to convert it. That's not a good sign as Spike is going down. You have no Omen ultimate to retrieve it. With the man advantage, you might be able to do something. Virus in a lot of trouble here. Chooses to switch off the knives. As I eat the rice looking for the ultimate, but is it at the ground? Finally gets the kill. It's really devastating if you're G2, but they did pick up the spike in the end. Tarquisha may be able to find something, but it seems like both players just want to handshake this a little bit. They don't want to push it. They are very scared, holding very similar angles. But that does give the advantage to Sly, who's able to walk onto the B side and plant for free as the only other member of Gardettos is tucked away. But Minikai able to find something here, maybe, but no! Gunned down by Tarquisha. A series of unfortunate whiffs means that G2 is at a serious disadvantaged state. Tarquisha looking to bounce the dart. Not bounce it at all, actually, just clear out the site as best he can. They should have the information that Sly's playing boat now. With only a Marshal and 100 HP. He's trying to do as best he can. Has the Molly as well. Uses it. Should be in time as well. So if he's able to stall, any more time he can get will be absolutely integral, but won't get it in the end. The bomb defuse will go to Gardettos. 2nd 20 in the end. Big B hit coming out here. Shock dart will hit onto no one. Looks like a pretty good shock dart, but now Sly trying to push onto the site. Should be able to find someone here, but no. A little bit of a bad situation with the smoke. Tarquisha able to find another after what seemed to be a pretty bad situation from Gardettos. They somehow find themselves in a mid advantage. Well, coming up though, any spray could kill Donkey. They choose not to just yet. A little bit late, but whoa, NATO getting the pick onto Kai. So the main advantage will be that much more. Donkey playing a little bit of an off angle, but MWX is there. Sly trying to find what he can of this round, but what he can find is only a kill. As the round lead increases to 5 for Gardettos in the end. G2 looking a little bit lost here.
Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
7-5 half is the best that they can do. Can also go a lot worse. Getting spotted out here is the one with the spike. But man, G2 has been so good with these marshals in that spot. Taking down Gardettos at every single stage in the game. WX lurking up extremely far on Catwalk, wanting to get a little bit of an angle over this box. Swinging into Donkey, but it's Donkey who finds the kill. G2 up 2 members. The Rice looking for something, but gunned down by 2 sheriffs on the side of G2. Wanting to explode onto the site now. Getting the plant down in a short time. The door as well means that they will have a pretty easy post plant. Double the members of Gardettos at this point. Two members doubled up in hell. It's extremely hard for Gardettos, but that's a good way to start. Finding a pick onto Virus. But the recon dart should spot out both members. Dre does have the ultimate if they do tap the bomb as well. With the member held, it should be extremely hard, but Tarquisha finds the first one. That might be all you need, but on in a little bit of a bad place here. Donkey uses the teleport to go on the other side. NATO just has to kind of guess a little bit and doesn't have enough time. Is caught reloading, but the one head from the classic will not be enough in the end. G2 finds a round.
Someone get the spike.
Just getting a little day in the life of an Omen here, prepping his one-way smoke. There's that pretty much every single round. As MWX caught yet again. Anytime he peeks Catwalk, he is either dead to a Marshal, but in this case, he's dead to a Vandal. Trey may be finding Tarquisha and Pizza, but it'll be a Sofa diff in this case. Uses the drone, spots out Sly, but Sly is able to find the first kill. Will be able to find the second. Just too low. The foot and then body shot means that will ultimately be 2-3 in favor of Gold 2, though. So let's see if they're able to do anything with it. I Eat the Rice finds the first kill, but spooked by the guy behind him. Leaving Tarquisha in a 1v2 scenario. Does have the ultimate, though. Has a recon bolt again, crucially. Either player has the information that they would like. Virus whiffing a little bit, but ultimately finds the kill. Bring his team one way around from a 7-5 half. We talked about how it's the best they can do, and of course, it's not as good as you would like, but salvaging it. G2 doing a good job of keeping their heads in the game. Mid pressure coming out from Gold 2. Phoenix ulti coming down onto this catwalk that they've had so much success with, popping the alarm bot as well. But it will only be the Phoenix ulti to die here, as many members of Gardettos, their positions are given away. But
Standing ahead.
Recon Bolt is shot, but a little bit too late, spotting 3 members of G2 here, which will prompt the immediate rotations from Gardettos. MWX finding a kill onto Catwalk, but immediately traded, so net neutral in the end. NATO is Cyphercation off as well as Smoke. Sova ultimate coming out, rather. As G2 are looking to pick up the pace in this one, as they take the site. Great use of util by them. Keeping the Sova main as well, just for that added pressure. They have the Cypher for flank watch. Oh, And they also have the Cypher for CT watch as they spot out this Raze. Those do have the KJ ultimate though. White Tiger swinging in. Isn't able to find anything just yet. Getting the spray onto Dre, but it will not be enough for the kill. Killjoy ticking down to about 5 seconds here. G2 might be in a little bit of trouble, but the lockdown is destroyed. And ultimately, Virus finding the kill onto Nado, propelling his team to a 7-5 half. In the end, of course, the best he could have done from that 7-2 deficit.
Goes here.
Now those sides are switched.
That goes there.
The Cypher is on defense, so should have a good amount of utility. But utility will not come into use in this round, as it is a 5-man lineup from Gardettos. Early Molly could come out, though, which would stunt any fast pushes, which is immediately what happens as Sly finds a kill in addition. Paranoia comes out buying a little bit of space, but it will only kick out Sly as a Killjoy Molly does not land where intended. But only one member on this B. Maybe they think it's a fake. Maybe they think it's a rotation. But no, Gardettos are here. Sly is the sole member of G2 on this site. Let's see what he's able to do. Sovadrone is soon to come out. And there it is. Pings him as well. So they will have exact information on where he is and where he's going. Gardettos playing very disciplined until they have the men available to flush him out. Sly, though, being a little bit of a nuisance, playing around the smoke, isn't able to find any damage even. But G2 look to make their way back onto this site. Sovadar makes it so hard. Takrisha finding crucial kill in this round. Only 2 members of G2 remain. Donkey lurking a little bit in the smoke here. But Dre with the crucial recon bolt to give away 2 positions of Gardettos, finding the 3rd as well. So now it's all down to who can win their gunfights. Takrisha dodging underneath, playing the vision game so well, and there's only Donkey left. Can Mr. Shrek do it in the end? Not right-clicking, not finding those bullets. This is finally Gardettos to win the round. Not a great start in that round for that one. They definitely pulled it out in the end. Though similar look, but just on a different site. Gardettos look to make their way towards A. Recon bolt comes out.
I must wait a moment.
Will be spotted out as well. Now G2 with the Cypher setup, they should have a good amount of security. Virus looking onto the site, isn't able to find too much. Dre 1v1ing a Killjoy bot and losing. Tarquisha does have a gun advantage as well, but Virus is able to find one on the site. A bit of a pickle here for G2. Should be able to make something happen. Without the guns, could be difficult. Virus shots were not landing for him as NATO picks up his 3rd of the round.
Gun here.
Gardettos inching closer and closer to their victory. Remember, whoever wins this round, goes on to the, I believe, semifinals, upper bracket semifinals, which is one best of 3 away from the upper bracket round finals, which of course is one best of 5 away from the grand finals. So winning this best of 1 is so important for both teams here. G2 looking to make a name for themselves in this one, being only the 12th seed. Gardettos 6th. Tarkwisha holding that lineup on the recon bolt, waiting patiently for when Gardedos want to initiate this site hit. Sly might be looking for a flank here. Recon bolt coming out. It is lined up perfectly, spotting out the player on generator, so they will have the tag on him. But it is Virus playing in the tree to find the first kill of the round. Kai is also there to back up his teammate. Tarkwisha is getting so much pressure here, drawn to him. A Sly on the flank, getting a little bit of a timing there onto NATO. A great round from G2 all around. Very precise at every single stage. Sly on the slow flank, finding the timing. Working backwards. We saw Gardedos just sort of fall apart there. They were not looking in the places that they needed to be at the right times. Virus looking for something on the same main. Will just get gunned down by NATO. Doesn't even pop the flash. The Sly playing extremely aggressive here. The great teamwork from Gardedos, able to use the Outlaw and the Vandal in succession. It's that G2 definitely at a man disadvantage here. WX playing a little bit disciplined. But Donkey is here, but the smoke means that he won't be able to help out his teammate. MWX going extremely aggressive, a little bit too much. But in the end, G2 is still at a man disadvantage as the plant does go down. The Rice trying to find something, but the Outlaw shot coming down to Donkey means that this kill will be an easy one. Doesn't have the information that he does desire, as Mini Kai is the last to fall. Ping's coming down now for G2 on this mid control. Will be so important. It worked for them at the start of the half. We'll have to see something like that again. Again, early B pressure like what we saw in the first round. Gardedos Sly in the corner with the Sheriff. But we'll be spotting him out though, so we'll have to use the wall to get out of there. In a lot of trouble. Sly spam doesn't end up getting him, but in the end it does with the Phantom. So powerful for spamming through smokes and walls. Kato holding the Killjoy ultimate, using it to flush out the remaining members of G2 who are holding the site. To make this pretty much guaranteed free site. His nade used to flush out anyone who is back. Perfect timing on that, as well as Virus is detained, so could be a little bit of an issue as Boathouse is not completely clear yet, but they will have the information now. G2 is caught in a little bit of a pickle here. Virus finds the first though, only with a bandit, and finds the second somehow on the site. Now has a much better gun. Since he dashed in the smoke, he doesn't get spotted by the Recon Bolt either. I don't think Winter Tiger knows. But ultimately, he will. Finds a kill onto Donkey. With the Rice trying to turn this round around. And him and White Tiger working together so flawlessly. Turning what could have been a disastrous situation to what was an okay one in the end. Gardedos are 2 rounds away from securing their spot in the upper brackets semifinals. Kill onto Rice will only be able to find a chunk for now. But he himself is chunked, but the spray through the smoke is that he will fall. WX the next to fall as the paranoia comes through. Can't be paranoid. MWX caught on a little bit of a pixel angle there. Virus playing extremely aggressive. Spots his teammate on the site though. Tarkwisha gunning down the Phoenix ultimate. G2 in a pretty favorable spot here in this round. They have the information that NATO is there as well. Tarkwisha makes it a 3 for 3. Mini Kai has so much information that he is swinging and gets the kill with the stinger as well. Sly looking for something here, is able to find the kill onto Tarquisha, which means that this is a 1 versus 3 scenario. But when you have an Omen with a spike and an ulti, it's always really scary. Sly flashing out, able to find the kill to make it 11-7. G2 are fighting back in this one, not wanting to go to that lower bracket. No, I wouldn't either.
Yes, this should do.
Get out of my way.
5-man A look here. We'll have to see how G2 responds as WX working his way up catwalk. He loves this, whether attack or defense, but hasn't had most success in the past. It comes out, won't connect onto anyone though. G2 trying to exert as much pressure as they can, as dashing in as MWX as I eat the rice. At the exact same time, in succession, able to find everything that he needs.
Spike planted.
G2, a very, very tricky situation. Sly walking back into the nade. You can see that the nerves are showing as MWX finds the kill. Only 2 left for them to put them on the match point. The Rice made it 1. Nado made it none. Now 12-7 in favor of the attackers. Gardetto's 1 round away from advancing in this upper bracket.
That goes there. I need this.
Gardetto's looking to make their way towards this B site. The read is there from G2 though. I think very passive on this site, but Kai maybe looking for a little bit of a cheese here, doing whatever he can to secure his team the round. Gardetto's doesn't want to play it too aggressive. They don't want to risk it. If only WX knew there was a Cypher on top of his crosshair.
Here.
Playing extremely scared, extremely laid back, and you can see it right there. Sly able to find the kill onto MWX and able to find the information as well. So, Gardetto's playing a bit too passive in this one, forced to make their rotations on over to A. G2 is at a man advantage for, again, the first
30
time in a
seconds left.
while. At least in a neutral game state. Only 30 seconds remaining, so might have to pick up the pace a little bit. Is a Jet in the corner. This could be disastrous for Gardetto's if they do not spot him out. But the nade means that he will have to push out at this very moment. He will not be able to find anything. Only 10 seconds remaining in the round.
10 seconds
They
left.
should be able to get the bomb down. So much util for this retake, though. There's an example right there. Savolta coming out. Will spotter the second time, which means that Gardetto's have no time left to plant. Dre finding the pixel perfect Sova ultimate. The read on the post plant, the replant rather, was absolutely gorgeous. And it gives G2 a fighting chance in this one. Gardetto's just too scared in what could have been the final round of this game.
That goes there.
Similar look from last round, but now MWX has his team behind him. Here's the Cypher setting up though, so should have some idea. Kai on the same rat spot as before. Might be able to find a pick. Swings out, immediately finds Rice. Doesn't know exactly where he died to, as MWX is able to find the next. Sly dies with his flash out as Kai is getting spammed out here. Does have the regen shield, but he would have preferred heavies in that scenario. 4 versus 3 in favor of Gardettos. We need to see a miracle here for G2. Keep prepping the Paranoia. Has a lot of util to make this work. Two ultimates though on the side of Gardettos. Paranoia comes out. The dash is missed from Virus. A crucial blunder. Donkey does take the gun in the end. But this just might be the end of G2 as MWX swinging out to make this round a 4K and ultimately a match and map victory for Gardettos. Beautiful performance around the board. MWX picking up the match MVP for that one. Kill of KDA of 22, 18, and 2. White Tiger having 14 assists on the Omen. Overall, Gardettos just outclassing G2 in every single measure. It felt like at every stage in the game, Gardettos had an advantage. G2, of course, did fight back at some points, but it just never felt like they had a discernible advantage. Which means that, of course, Gardettos will advance to the upper bracket semifinals, which I believe is a best of 3. So a little bit of a longer game, a little bit more of a war of attrition now. But G2 going down into the lower brackets to the depths of hell after this one. That's why you don't want to lose these upper bracket games. You don't want to lose at all. But not the worst thing in the world. They, of course, do have a chance to meet again in the in the grand finals, rather. So, of course, you will have to stick around in the coming days and coming weeks for those grand finals to see if we get a rematch of these two teams. But that is all we have for the games for today. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even though we didn't have our overlays as per usual. But I would like to give a thanks to our production staff here, as well as Blah Productions, even though they didn't have everything we would have liked today. But of course, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.